Great. Well, let me see what comes to me. Maybe there's something that I can share that might be helpful to you at this stage. So the stage is just getting started, and you have an existing coaching and speaking business. And so one approach could be, and this may be what you're thinking, but one approach could be to reflect on, actually, okay, this is a good example. So as you can see, I'm drinking tea. I actually have my own online course where I teach people how to do Gung Fu tea, and I use MemberMouse to do it. And what was, and prior to having an online course, I was doing in-person tea ceremonies for people on Airbnb. So I had an Airbnb experience where people could book this and come and sit, and I would serve them tea. So basically, when I was thinking about doing an online course, I reflected on my experience doing it in person with people. And that helped me determine what content to put in the course and what content not to put in. So to put that more generically, I think it's a really great start to have worked in person with people, because essentially this is research in a sense, because you're working one-on-one with people who are your potential market. So it's good to have worked with them so that you can kind of collate that experience and look at what are the commonalities across all these people. What is the thing that if you put it, because obviously the benefit of working one-on-one is you can tailor it to that person. So pretty much you just show up and you use your skills to navigate how to talk to that person. But of course, when you do an online course, you don't have that opportunity as much. You have to put something out there. You have to put an offering out. Okay, great. So you already have content. Perfect. So really then, for you, it's all about just getting it up there. And I would say, also reflecting on my experience launching my own course, there's the phase of getting the product launched, which takes a certain amount of work and effort, and then you put it out there, and now actually things start, because just because you put it out there doesn't mean people are actually gonna come in hordes and droves and be at your door. So now it comes down to, of course, low-hanging fruit is to send it out to your immediate lists of people, and that will yield a certain number of people getting in the door. But then, of course, it comes down to marketing, whatever channels you're going to do to promote it, and then how you're going to make adjustments based on how that process goes. And this is an iterative process that really continues throughout the course of the business. So in your situation, you have an existing membership site and you're switching to MemberMouse. Is that, so you're using Thrive and you're switching to MemberMouse? Oh, cool. So you put yourself under the gun. That's great. It's a really good way to do it, because then you've lit the fire under you to make sure you get it done. if you do need help with building your site, we have a partner who has built a lot of sites for our clients, and he's his company has, no worries, talk to you later, Sharon. So I'll just continue this because this is probably valuable to other people who are watching this. So, you know, there's two approaches. So you can build the site yourself, you know, buy a WordPress theme and do all the setup and everything yourself, which a lot of people opt to do. But if you're in a situation where you particularly don't feel comfortable doing that, or you have a timeline that you need somebody more experienced to just knock it out for you, there's a couple options you have there. I mean, internally at MemberMouse, we have implementation services, so you can have our team do some of the legwork for you. They'll have a call with you, talk to you about what your needs are, and then they'll get things configured for you to get, you know, part of your journey taken care of. Also, we have implementation partners who can actually build sites for you from scratch. And there's a blend between those two, which is like, there's one of the implementation partners that I was talking about, he has built a platform that's specifically designed to work with MemberMouse. So through the years of experience he's had implementing things for his clients, he recognized from the theme perspective what repetitive actions he was doing. So common things are, people want to do courses, so they need to have an ability to create courses and modules within the course, have things like progress tracking, stuff like that. People want to be able to have member profiles and a member directory, so he has that. People want to be able to have an events calendar, forums, so that people can communicate with each other. So these different elements of the site that he recognized a lot of people were asking for, he built into this platform that is integrated very tightly with MemberMouse. So this is actually what I'm using on my T-Course site. And so this is a great option, you know, because it gives you that blend of like very professional, somewhat custom site, but at the same time, it's not custom from the ground up, from level 0, which has a much longer timeline and has a much bigger price tag associated with it. And it's not that one is always better than the other. It's really dependent on your situation and what you're looking to accomplish. But it's good to know that these options exist. So yeah, so if you're looking to work with something like that, you know, reach out to our team and we can connect you with the company who's doing this. Because the key is, you know, when you're getting your site up, it's always going to be, even for me, like, even, you know, I built MemberMouse and I've been doing this for 10 years. And even for me, it's an ordeal to get a site up, you know, because it's just a set of tasks that need to be done. And there's always stuff that falls into place and then stuff that creates challenges. So if you have the resources and the desire to be able to have somebody assist you with the getting the started process, then it's a worthwhile thing to consider doing, because people who have experience can really remove a lot of obstacles for you. And ultimately, there's tons of things to be focused on and think about. And if somebody else is taking care of implementation, then you can focus and concentrate on what value you're going to be bringing to your audience. Which ultimately, regardless of how well designed your site is, it doesn't matter if you don't have a good offering. So you don't want to lose sight of that. So Cindy, do we have any other questions? Oh, sorry. I didn't see them. Okay. So this question is from June. Do I need to set an expiration for membership levels and bundles in order to allow them to cancel if a payment fails? No, I think I'm understanding your question correctly. And no, setting an expiration date has, whether or not you have an expiration date, somebody will always be able to cancel their access and subscription. So members will always be able to cancel, but then you mentioned if a payment fails. So this is getting into our automated overdue payment handling system. Okay, so when payments fail on subscriptions, MemberMouse will attempt to rebill the card on file 3 more times. And if the 3rd attempt fails, then MemberMouse will automatically cancel access. So, and this is regardless of, again, expiration date has nothing to do, an expiration date being set has nothing to do with whether or not this will happen. It will always happen. So they're really not related. Set an expiration date, don't set an expiration date. It's not going to have any impact on a member's ability to cancel, and it's not going to have any impact on our overdue payment system functioning and automatically canceling access if ultimately the payment doesn't go through. Okay, so this is from Michael. He's referencing the checkout customization guide, how to create custom checkout pages. And he said he read that, but I need further assistance. I'm creating a sales page for a loan product and would like to add a payment form. I've integrated Stripe with MemberMouse. I've got SSL installed. I mainly need assistance with finding which code to paste in that page that they could fill and pay. How do I connect the payment with add member for a specific membership level or product? And how do I control the thank you page after the pay? Okay, so let me just check out the article you're talking about first. So you're referencing this article. Okay, so this article, I'll paste it in the chat. So this is the article that's going to give you different examples of checkout forms you can use. So this second one here is a checkout form that allows you to collect billing information. So literally, if you come here and you download the sample code and you copy this and put it on your page, this will be a functioning checkout form. It will take care of everything that you talked about. It will take care of being able to collect credit card information, validating it, allowing the user to submit the form, etc. So, you know, I just clicked on one of the examples, but there's multiple different types of checkout. Like there's multiple ways you can set up the checkout form, and that's why there's all these different examples on it, because you may need shipping information. You may want to send a minimal checkout form where you're not collecting all the billing information, you just want to collect zip code. So see which one, or you may want to also be collecting custom field data, which you can set up in MemberMouse to collect specific data other than the standard data that will be collected on a checkout form. Okay, so this is the starting point, and then whichever one of these forms looks like it's the closest one to what you need, you click on that, download the sample code, and you just paste that into your page and it will work. Now, the last part of your question was about thank you pages, where somebody gets sent after the thank you page. Oh, by the way, too, I think this was in the article that you referenced. What was it? Custom checkout. I think this was the article you referenced to create a custom checkout page. Linking to the checkout page. Okay, so this last part here. So when you copy the code, the checkout form that I just showed you in that article, when you find the right form to collect the data that you want to collect, you go ahead and download that sample code and copy it and paste it into your page. And then the last step is to find the particular product ID that you want to be able, that people are going to be buying through that form. Okay, so you see here, you're just going to add that in the form tag like this, the product ID or the membership level ID, whichever one you want people to be able to buy. Okay. Once you've done that, now your form is completely ready to go and people will be able to buy the specific product or membership level you referenced. Once they bought that, share screen again. Very straightforward to set up a thank you page. So if we go add a new page, all you need to do is under the MemberMouse options over here, under core page settings, select confirmation and select paid. This is saying that the page that I'm creating right now is a confirmation page that should be shown when somebody buys a particular product. And then you'll be shown a list of the products in your system. So let's just say this is the product, right? So you just check off whichever product when purchased, you want them to be sent to this page. So I'll check that off and click save. So which product did I select? Premium plan, premium membership. Okay, so if I publish this, and I'll just type premium plan, premium membership, thank you page. Okay, so that's just to tell us that, you know, to help us identify this page. So now if I go to my product settings and I find the product, this one, the premium plan product, and I copy the purchase link, open up another browser and purchase it, you'll see that I'm sent to that custom thank you page. Okay. So I believe that's everything you were looking for. Okay, so if there aren't any more questions, then we're almost wrapped up here. Okay, great. Well, thanks for joining and watching Office Hours. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will see you next time.